going on, people? Today we are working on the Speed 3. It's been a while. Recently just drove the Speed 3 for the first time in a long time, and I kind of fell back in love with it. So I really want to get things going for this. Today we are going to be installing the Aeroflow Dynamic side skirt extensions for the Mazdaspeed 3. Aeroflow sent this out, but I'm pretty sure this is for the first gen Speed 3. So I'm not sure if these side skirts are the same or different. I know the generation body styles are completely different than one another. So I'm not exactly sure if these are gonna fit or not. I really haven't tested them at all. I just know they go on the Gen 1 Speed 3 and I have a Gen 2 Speed 3. If you guys are new to the channel, I do have this Mazdaspeed 3 as well. It just is with my girlfriend for most of the time because her car just broke down. The Miata I usually work on was supposed to be for her, but with it not being tuned on a dyno yet, there's some things that aren't perfect, so I'd rather her drive this car because it's running great, opposed to the Miata that isn't girlfriend worthy at this point. Another thing I want to mention if you're new to this channel, side skirt number 1, perfectly fine. Side skirt number 2, bunk. I don't think I'm going to be able to fix that side skirt today, but I want to try to get on these side skirt extensions to both sides if possible. If you are a Mazdaspeed 3 owner out there, get excited because we're going to have some cool parts that are going to be up for purchase for you guys that really isn't in the Mazdaspeed 3 community right now. So here they are all laid out. Obviously there is a difference to the side because there's this little marking right here. And they come with these screws. I'm not too sure if these look super legit. They look like self-tapping screws, which doesn't look super solid to me. I wish there was a nut and a bolt. But we're gonna see how this is on the car. If it seems sturdy enough, we'll keep it. But I might end up taking these off and doing a nut and bolt and then reattaching them with the new side skirt extensions on. So it seems pretty easy enough. They come with predetermined holes for the self-tapping screws. So we'll see how it looks on the car right now. I'm just gonna mount it up, just put it up there just by my hands, see how it looks. Something like this. The first thing I can tell is that it seems way too long. It's straight up hitting the back tire when the tire hits the ground. I don't know if I would have to move or delete my front mud flaps, or if I have to cut some of this off because it's not for my generation Speed 3. I just took the mud flap off, and now we're gonna see how it looks with the mud flap off. The flush in the front or flush in the rear? Oh, I don't know. I wish I knew. So as far as the side skirt extensions go for the Gen 2, for the Gen 1 side skirts, this bolt hole right there matches up to pretty much right here on the car, so the very tip. And this bolt hole doesn't even come close to matching this. So either I cut right there, which I really don't want to, or I just don't install them. I didn't realize they were for the Gen 1 until I opened this up, and then I was like, this looks a little long. Then I went inside and I was like, do they even have a Gen 2? They don't. But I feel like everything is going against me when I try to work on this car. I don't know why, but for the mud flaps, I even broke the the clips that were holding me in, and I don't have any more for that, so that's great. Here's a super bad mock-up of what it might look like. I just have a bunch of things holding it up as of right now. Nothing is bolted in, but it looks really cool from this side. Like, it's super aggressive. With a full aero kit, it'd look really good. Okay, so the update. Screwed one in, I took it off. I saw the length that was overhanging in the front, and now we're gonna cut the backs to be the same overlaying length that the front is on the back. So before, the back was like right here, and when the car would be on the ground, this tire would most likely destroy it, leaving everything destroyed. So what we're gonna do is we mark this out 2.5 inches from the back of the rear. We're gonna slice this with a circular saw, making sure the cut's good, which I'm kind of scared about, but we're gonna go for it, and then after that, everything should work out. I think I might need to put another hole like right around here to make it, because the hole is like somewhere in here where it holds on to. So here's what we're gonna use to cut I had to get a different blade, so we ran to the store really quick and just got back. And we're gonna cut this line right here.
You used to call me on my cell phone late night when you need my...
Here's what it looks like. It's a little scratched up, but again, I'm gonna mask like right here in the future, and then I'll get a black that's close to this, and I'll just spray it on both sides. It's not a ton, so it's not that huge of a problem, but it's very nice and soft now. There's no way anyone's gonna get cut from this. So we just put on a hole right there just so we have something else to drill into, because there's a hole on this beast, but obviously we cut it off, so we didn't want a huge gap of nothing holding it up, so we got this bad boy right there. What the heck? Last one, brother. Right here is really cool.
It's almost like the step in a truck.
Yeah, but like, don't step on that.
Yeah.
Actually, it's decently like firm though.
You can't really see it in this light. It just looks like a shadow, honestly, I think.
Okay, so this is how it looks on this side. We're gonna get started on the other side, but again, the side skirt's kind of messed up in the first place, so the extension might look kind of weird on this one. We did the same thing to this side, measured 2.5 inches out from the back, made a line. I'm gonna cut on the line with a circular saw, and we will have the same dimensions as the other side. Again, we're gonna have to make another hole on this side, somewhere around here. We'll do that after we measure it up to the car to figure out where that is.
I know I'm coming with it. You were sitting, you were wishing I was handling my business. Now I got the ball like Harry Potter playing Quidditch, and my business is humongous. See what thing that happens in there. Oh man, I'm all that, yeah, I'm all that. Looking for that whip, yeah, that's what you call that.
Do you want any more of this drilling footage? One last. Oh.
Man, I came in the game like, whoa. Got a couple chains on me cause I like gold. They told me I'm the best, and I told them I know.
What are you doing over there?
Filming you.
Oh yeah, these batteries suck.
I'm so hungry, I'm about to eat your arm.
Dyno tested, negative 69 horsepower. Whew, they're in. We gotta do a little bit to it, but they're in. I will be painting them, the little end pieces, black in days to come. Something else to do. Don't want to do it right now. It's about to get dark. And yeah. Stepped out of the car and I just stepped on them. Luckily, they didn't even come close to breaking, but definitely need to watch out for that. I got to clean up the rest of this. My battery says it's low, so I'm going to say bye here. If you liked the video, like the video. If you didn't like the video, like the video. If you want to comment, go for it, and peace out.